Jo-Wilfried Tsonga started his professional career in 2004 and during this time has managed to win 18 titles, including 2 Masters. This is the 7th result among active tennis players. Play in the Australian Open final, Roland Garros and Wimbledon semi-finals and US Open quarterfinals, be the 5th racket of the world, earn $22 million in prize money. The 18th most in history. On Wednesday, the Frenchman, who will turn 37 on April 17, announced that he would retire after Roland Garros. How will we remember him? Many injuries. According to the most conservative estimates, Jo had 24 injuries during his career. If something could be injured, it was injured. And he owns the sad achievement, he is one of 7 players who, during the matches, were removed from all the Grand Slam tournaments. On the other hand, Novak Djokovic is on the list with him. Moreover, the problems began from the very first days on the tour. In 2004 and 2005, when he first came to the ATP, he had to treat a herniated disc, right shoulder, back and stomach. Then, in the course of his career, he had a series of serious injuries to his knees and hips, he injured his wrists and ankles, and tore his meniscus. And one more time in 2012 he injured his finger when he jumped for the ball. And that same year, he missed the Masters in Cincinnati because he hit a fire hydrant while walking through Toronto and injured his knee. In 2019, it was revealed that Tsonga has sickle cell anemia, a congenital disorder in the structure of blood cells that leads, among other things, to fatigue, anemia, bouts of pain, swelling and ulcers. He said that this is one of the reasons for the increased injuries. It is believed that injuries and the Big Three were the main reason why Jo never took the Grand Slam. But he himself does not blame anyone. Since I have not achieved this, it means that it is too difficult for me. That's all. Hurricane tennis and one-handed backhands injuries from the first appearance on the tour did not break the Frenchman. On the contrary, he was so eager to play that in 2007, for example, he won the Challenger in London, while simultaneously qualifying for the ATP tournament. Tsonga has always had the power to simply take any opponent off the court. This is such a classic power tennis, built on the serve and forehand, which, if it goes, then it is very difficult to do something with it. Here we can recall the defeat of Rafael Nadal in the semi-finals of the Australian Open 2008. And an outstanding victory over Roger Federer at Wimbledon 2011. When the Frenchman went 0-2 in sets, the game just went on, and in the last 3 sets the maestro did not have a single break point. As a result, he lost for the first time at the Slam from 2-0 in sets. But the main demonstration of Jo's power is, of course, the Masters in Toronto in 2014. Then, during the tournament, he removed Djokovic. Moreover, 6-2, 6-2, Murray and Federer in the final. That being said, Tsonga has always been quite versatile. And nothing demonstrates this better than his collection of awesome one-handed backhands. Important, he usually hits from the left with 2 hands. He's just good. There is one more thing to remember Jo-Wilfried Tsonga. Once at the Australian Open, he noticed that the ball hit the ball, and carefully led her off the court by the arm. Such people are always needed in sports. That's all for today. If the information was interesting to you, put likes, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon.